Thoughts of him, of our past, and of our future were what had helped me survive my present. I often lost myself in daydreams, thinking back to the handful of months we'd had together. Had it really been so short? Nothing else in my 19 years seemed as vivid or meaningful as the time I'd spent with him. My days were consumed with thoughts of him. I would replay each precious memory, the joyous and the heartbreaking, and when I'd exhausted them, I'd fantasize about the future. I'd live out all the possible scenarios we'd imagined for ourselves, all our silly escape plans. Adrian. He was the reason I was able to survive in this prison, and he was also the reason I was here in the first place. You don't need your subconscious to tell you what your conscious already knows, the voice told me. You are tainted and impure. Your soul is shrouded in darkness, and you have sinned against your own kind. I sighed at this old rhetoric and shifted, trying to make myself more comfortable, though it was a losing battle. My muscles had been in a perpetual state of stiffness for ages now. There was no comfort to be found in these conditions. It must make you sad, the voice continued, to know that you've broken your father's heart. That was a new approach. One that caught me off guard enough that I spoke without thinking. My father doesn't have a heart. He does, Sydney. He does. Unless I was mistaken, the voice sounded a bit pleased at having drawn me out. He greatly regrets the fall you've taken, especially when you showed such promise to us and our fight against evil. I scooted over so that I could lean against the rough-cut wall. Well, he's got another daughter who's much more promising now, so I'm sure he'll get over it. You broke her heart, too. Both of them are more grieved than you could ever know. Wouldn't it be nice to reconcile with them? Are you offering me that chance? I asked cautiously. We've been offering you that chance from the beginning, Sydney. Just say the words, and we will gladly begin your path to redemption. You're saying this hasn't been part of it? This has been part of the effort to help you cleanse your soul. Right, I said, helping me through starvation and humiliation. Do you want to see your family or not? Wouldn't it be nice to sit down and talk to them? I made no answer, and instead tried to puzzle out what game was afoot. The voice had offered me many things in captivity. Most of them creature comforts, warmth, a soft bed, real clothes. I'd been offered other rewards, too, like the cross necklace Adrian had made for me, and food far more substantial and appetizing than the gruel they currently kept me alive on. They'd even tried to tempt with that last one by piping in the aroma of coffee. Someone, possibly that family that cared so much about me, had tipped them off to my preferences. But this... the chance to see and talk to people was a whole new thing altogether. Admittedly, Zoe and my dad weren't exactly at the top of the list of whom I'd want to see right now, but it was the larger scope of what the Alchemists were offering that interested me. A life outside of this cell. What would I have to do? I asked. What you've always known you had to do, responded the voice. Admit your guilt. Confess your sins, and say you're ready to redeem yourself. I nearly said, I have nothing to confess. It was what I'd told them 100 times before this, maybe even 1,000 times, but I was still intrigued. Meeting with other people meant that surely they'd have to turn off that poison in the air, right? And if I could escape that, I could dream. I just say those words, and I get to see my family? The voice was irritatingly condescending. Not right away, of course. It has to be earned. But you would be able to move on to the next stage of your healing. Re-education, I said. Your tone makes it sound like a bad thing, said the voice. We do it to help you. No thanks, I said. I'm getting used to this place. Shame to leave it. That, and I knew re-education was where the real torture would begin. Sure, it might not be as physically challenging as this, but that was where they really honed in on the mind control.